Hello, this is Dan, and this is our last week of Elementary Statistics, Spring 2013. Just want to do a quick video here to make sure you see all the resources available to help get ready for that final exam. The final is worth 15% of your grade, so you want to make sure you put some good time in this week getting ready for that. Your chapters 7 through 9 exams will be graded, and the solutions will be posted by Tuesday. I'm still waiting on a couple. Hopefully they'll come in today, but that'll all be updated. So I'm just going to kind of run through a few things to help you review. Remember, going to course content here, and there's an entire folder here, chapters 10 through 12 in final review. Would strongly encourage you to go over these videos in here. It goes over linear regression, goodness of fit, and there will be a few questions on your final about these things. Obviously, the goodness of fit stuff, you're not going to use technology to get those. I'm going to give you, things like R and R squared, and I'm going to ask you to just apply a lot of that. But I would encourage you to do those. Make sure you get your homework done as soon as possible over these chapters. Also, the chi-squared, goes over the chi-squared distribution, and there's a video on that. We'll be using that. That's to for the goodness of fit, to essentially figure out how much error there is, but there's a couple here that I would strongly encourage you to watch as well. And if we go back to the formula sheets and tables, right there you can find your chi-squared table. I'll go ahead and pull that up. So chi-squared is a little different. It's similar in that we still have this thing, it's kind of like a t-table with degrees of freedom, but we're looking at how much error is unusual. So we have this distribution, and if we're doing any kind of sampling and we find no variability, we're probably not measuring it well enough. That's why this would be zero variability, and this is as variability increases. The question is, at what point does it become beyond normal, or how rare is it that we would experience that much variability? And you'll see from the other videos, but it's kind of similar to the when we did standard deviation, where we would do things like observed minus expected. So how much different is what we observed compared to what we expected? Square that, divided by expected, and then add all those up. So go over that a little bit. There will not be a confidence interval for variation on the final, but here's the table you'll be given that you can use. And if we go back to, let's go to 10 through 12 review, and if you go final review materials, there is a PDF of all the topics that'll be in the final. There's a couple of their notes. There's the chi-square table again, but then there's a recording of an online office hour that goes over pretty much everything that we're going to have on the final too, and I would encourage you to watch that. So, and there's some older ones that are not quite as relevant, but there's still some things that are relevant there. So really encourage you to watch that review video, really encourage you to watch those other ones, and then also to go into, you can go back into like even chapters 1 through 3 just to touch base again. You can go in the old tests, and there's the one from this semester, spring 2013, and there's the solutions and the solutions videos. So I would spend time going over your old exams, going over those review materials, familiarizing yourself, getting all the online homework is all due April 25th at 11:59 p.m. That's this Thursday. The final needs to be completed by this Friday, so you can get it in the mail, hopefully by the 26th, so I can grade it before the end of the next week, which is when I have to have grades in. So a lot of you might be taking it on the 25th and 26th, both this Thursday and Friday, since you get 2 hours to take it. Discussion boards, I've been keeping up with those, good posts. Make sure you keep getting those revisions in, and I'll give you all the way until Friday as well to finish those up. So Tuesday night we have our online office hour. Hope to see a good turnout for that. That would be great, and then we can share any insights from that review session with people unable to attend. Contact me if you want some one-on-one time this week. But I appreciate all your work this semester. We have a very high percentage of students that are doing very well. So That's a very good success, and it's a tribute to your work ethic and what you've been willing to put forth. So appreciate that. I can't believe it's almost the end already. It goes fast, but I hope you have learned a little bit about statistics. Just getting into the introduction of inference and regression, things like that, and some basic probability. And no matter, I guess, where you end up, if you end up at DMACC or some other institution, I wish all the best for you. And if you have any needs or questions for me down the road, don't hesitate to contact me, and I'd be glad to speak on your behalf or speak to your abilities in mathematics. So have a great rest of the semester, and good luck on your final.